This is for my boy, Ryan Hope. Chugging away. All right, so you're here. Let's drop the pick. All right, so here we go. Still fucking caught up on something. Holy shiz. All right, so yeah, here we are. Blink. The regular glasses. All right, so I'm sitting in the driver's seat, just chugging, chugging away. Video while I'm getting loaded. Got my Village People outfit on and everything. Got the safety sunglasses. Got the so the Swift drivers don't run me over, because we all know, even if you're not a truck driver, someone says the Swift trucking company, you know your ass is going to get run over. Something bad's going to happen. It's fuck that company, right? All right, so here we go. Woohoo! Gear used today. We have a Solar. Look at that, I gotta crank my window down so I can stick it out the fucking window. That's how long this son of a bitch is. Alright, this is an E1.7 FBB, which I believe stands for Faded Black Burst. Possibly. There's a beautiful guitar. This guitar is fantastic. I got it off fellow Solar guitar artist Rex Barones, which, by the way, in case you didn't know, I am now a Solar artist. That's right. Every once in a while, companies will be like, here's our charity rarity case for the year. They picked me. Alright. Truth be known, I'm ecstatic and really privileged to be part of the Solar family. There's a ton of great people involved with that. And to know that I am now held in that class of people is pretty awesome. Ain't gonna lie. Alright. So yeah. The next thing I'm working on is an amp. I really wanted to go with Revv, but I don't know. Sometimes I say things that probably aren't really good for the company image. And I'm kind of hard to market. You know, I'm a truck driver. I'm not like in a band that's touring the planet. I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, so I get it. They treat me fantastic. From what I can tell, they treat me no different than they do their artists. I love that company. I will never say a bad word about Revv Amplification. Matter of fact, take a look at this. Alright, modern technology at work right here, son. Do-do-do-do-do. Ding! Look at that. Woo! We go backwards. Alright, so there's my Revv amp. We got Highwind amplification. We have the Phalanx noise gate and the Direwolf. We have a PV cab because I'm poor and that's all I could afford. Would have liked to have a Revv cab, but you know, sometimes shit doesn't work out. I'll have one eventually for my home studio, but for the truck, 1x12 Revv cab, that's a lot of money to go trucking across the country with. Granted, it would look awesome for beneath the Revv to say Revv, not PV, but hey, is what it is. Hopefully someday I will write a song with that man. We kind of have different approaches, but kind of in the same lane. I think writing with Ryan will be extremely interesting because I think he has a little bit of what I don't have, and I think I have some stuff that he don't have. We have some stuff that we have together, and I think you bring those two together and the riffs will be infectious, they'll be bouncy, they'll be catchy, you know, and they'll just be delicious. It'll be delicious metal. Just saying, it'll be delicious. Strum diddly yumptious even. Ryan's got a beard, so he's awesome. Just saying. Alright, very cool. So yeah, it's noisy as shit because that douchebag in the Prime truck over there has his truck running on fucking high idle. Usually you do that when it's 100 degrees out and you need to cool down, but it's like 55 degrees up here in Wisconsin. It is cold as shit. Do not need to have your truck revved up like that. Noisy motherfucker. Just saying. Alright, very cool. Big thanks to Solar Guitars for letting me be part of their family. And big thanks to all of you, because if it wasn't for the attention that I got from people who watch my videos and share my videos, I wouldn't be where I am, because I am a truck driver. I do stuff on YouTube, but for the most part, I'm a truck driver who gets bored and I do zany, weird-ass shit with my guitar out in parking lots, and in the back of the cab, and in the back of trailers, and on shipping docks and stuff. I just do weird shit. it. I just do weird shit. I don't really have anything that I can do other than show that you don't need to have super expensive gear to sound good. I mean, granted, yes, this is a $1,300 guitar. I'll give you that. But I can use one of the $650 Solars and sound exactly the same. There's not going to be a sound difference. I can grab my other 7-string that's cheap as fuck from them, and it's going to sound great. I have the Direwolf Overdrive pedal. Granted, it's in the higher end of the market, but it's not ridiculous at a couple $100. But for the options it has, totally worth it. And it makes that amp sound amazing. Not that the amp doesn't sound amazing, but with a 7-string, the amps get shitted up real quick. Unless you're using a Fortin, which is meant for low-tuned and just aggressive shit. And I have the Phalanx noise gate, which once you learn how to use it, because the way it hooks up doesn't make any sense at all. At least to my dumbass noodle. But I have a diagram written down now so I can hook it up right. Thank you, Jordan Gale. Maybe in the future, have dumb instructions for us idiots that might buy the pedal. Not everybody's smart that buys noise gates. Just saying. Some of us some dum-dums. And I got the Revv G-20. I love that amp. Here in the truck, I mean, it is perfect sized. It doesn't hold me up. It's not hard to use. I get along great with it. And I have a PB 1x12 cab, which literally you can get for like $112 off Sweetwater. I think that's what it costs. It's cheap as shit. Does it sound like awesome? No. Does it sound good enough to go trucking across the country and use? Yes. Yeah. If any decent amp cab makers want to like slide me something, sure, knock yourself out. Or if you think you can rebuild this to make it sound better, knock yourself out. But I can't afford to spend $500 on a 1x12 cab that's got to get beating here in the truck. I mean, if I go through one of those a year and two of those a year, it's $100 to replace it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Alright, again, thanks everybody. Keep music evil, bring metal to the children, and for the love of God, thank you so much for pushing my shit, watching my shit, helping my shit, because I would not be on the Solar team without you guys. Me, by myself, doing this stuff, no one would know who I am. It's because of all you guys. Like, no joke, dead serious. Without people watching and paying attention, essentially you're just screaming at yourself, you know? And a huge heartwarming thank you and virtual Rona hug for Luis Torres. Right there, buddy. Giving you a bromancing hug. I love that guy. He did a whole post today about how awesome it was that Solar picked me up. And really, man, to have somebody look at you in that light and some of the things he said about me is very humbling, because I don't look at myself that way, you know? It's very cool. So thank you, Luis, for always having my back. And as always, everybody, you hear me say this when I speak about Luis Torres, go subscribe to his YouTube channel right after you subscribe to mine, because the views I get aren't actually from my subscribers, which I don't know how to really take that. Most of my views come from like random motherfuckers, so subscribe. Play a classic rock tune. Holy shit, it's 21 minutes long. I went long-winded like a motherfucker today. You hear? All right. Y'all be good. You know what it is. Keep music evil, bring metal to the children, treat each other well, like, share, subscribe. To myself, to Luis Torres. You know what? Because I like to mention people and chuck them a bone every once in a while. If you like watching guitar-related equipment, catch my boy. I really love this guy's content. I mean, two guys, actually. Two guys right now. Watch Steven over at Metalhead Productions. That dude, he's got great content. He's a good guy. And might not always agree with everything outside of music, but you know what? This shows that he's a decent guy. Just because we don't agree on some things on a political level or on a social standpoint doesn't mean that we can't get along and that we can't coexist in the same realm. You know what I'm saying? That proves that he is a good guy. It also proves that I'm a good guy because I'm not completely shitting on him for all of his views. Most of the time, he's pretty on point. But some stuff, But you know what? That's because I live my life a little bit differently than how he's living his life, and how you live your life kind of pertains to how you think about those things and how you process them. No one's really wrong. Well, every politician's wrong, we can agree on that, because fuck those guys. But you know what? When it comes to his music and stuff, the dude is brilliant. He does great reviews. The riffs and musical pieces he writes are brilliant. He puts them up on Spotify or on Bandcamp or something. I can't remember which one because I don't have my cell phone up right now. But his music is brilliant. And then you have Arnold Plays Guitar. I really, really love that guy's channel. I like his dry sense of humor, and I would love both of those guys and Luis Torres. Those three guys right there. And Stay Metal Ray. I love Stay Metal Ray. Those four guys are like my top guys I'd like to do some kind of collab with. I'd love to do, when Rona's all done, people are scared of fucking dying, I'd love to sit down and do like a video with them that I can share on my channel, and do a video with them that they can share on their channel. And so we're all in kind of the same lane, but it's like a 5-lane highway. You know, everybody goes at different speeds at different times, different cautions, and different risks, but we're all kind of in that same territory. And everybody in that kind of group of people is, for all intents and purposes, really good people and solid people. Might not be famous like some of the bigger YouTubers, but we're all doing really interesting stuff. And I think it's all worth a watch. So definitely. And by the way, my main man, Ola Unglin, he's been killing it lately. He's got all kinds of awesome content, doing really good stuff. And Keith Merrill has too. Those are two really big YouTubers, but they still keep it down on the ground level with the rest of us, you know, which is great. I love that about them, that they're super relatable. So do yourself a favor. If you like my ignorance, which basically is what it is, you guys are watching the result of me being bored. I don't wake up in the morning going, I need to film videos today. No, it's usually because I'm bored. And my boss is super awesome and thinks it's funny that I'm doing this, so I don't get in trouble for filming videos in my truck, which is pretty cool. My boss is pretty awesome. I have a very good job. People I work for are just stupid good. They're awesome people. Anyhow, I need to shut this thing down and go find myself a beverage. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to drink aloe water or if I'm going to drink sugar-free lemonade. Something tells me I'm having aloe water just because it's scrumptious. My friend in Oklahoma, Becky, bought me a shit ton of it, so I don't have to hoard it. If I'm thirsty for it, I can just drink. Thank you, Becky. All right, very cool. Y'all be good. I'll catch you in the next episode of What the Fuck Am I Doing Here? I don't know what I'm calling this. Doesn't really fall into anything. I'm just gonna chuck it up. We're gonna have a good time. Maybe I'll do something different. I'll just load this one straight up to Instagram and Facebook, and maybe not put it on my YouTube channel. But definitely, if you're seeing this not on YouTube, please, for the love of God, if you're sticking around for 25 minutes, one, that means you're probably taking a shit and you have nothing better to do. Or you just couldn't find some good porn, and you land like, oh, what's this fat guy wearing a, YMCA Village People outfit, playing guitar in what looks to be a semi-truck. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, like my YouTube channel. follow me on Instagram. I've been doing a lot with Instagram lately. It seems like you have to deal with less foolishness posting on Instagram. Facebook, I love Facebook. The reason why I'm doing this is because of a page on Facebook called The Revv of the Day. That's right. If it weren't for Gino Ames telling me that it was a good idea to go do something like that, I wouldn't have done it. I followed Gino on that mission, and it's worked out very well for me, oddly enough. All right, very cool. Thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Solar Guitars, for being part of your family. Thank you to all of y'all for, again, just sharing my shit, pushing my lack of agenda. What channel you gonna go check out? That's right, Luis Torres. First and foremost, after you subscribe to mine, go subscribe to his. Then go to Metalhead Productions, say hi to Steven, tell him the Fat Man sent you. Tell him Truck Driver Sean was sitting in a thong and said go like your channel. And then go see Arnold Plays Guitar, and you can tell him the same thing. Tell him I was sitting on a crocodile with a 7-string, whipping it like a donkey, and a pink thong telling you to go check out his channel. Arnold Plays Guitar. Dude is incredible. And then, of course, a boy, Ola Onwood. Go check him out. He's silly and funny, and he's so Swedish, because he's Swedish. But he's got that sense of humor. If you've ever known anybody from Sweden, you totally get it. It's a unique sense of humor where they're just funny people. And, of course, go check out my boy Keith Merrow. The dude is just... the talent that's in that guy is just ridiculous. Alright. Very cool. I've sucked 27, going on 28 minutes out of your life. Thank you for hanging in there if you're still here. If you're not here, I don't blame you. I'm talking to myself, which is what I should be doing from the beginning anyway. Alright, later, man. Be good. Ciao. Submission stop. Fucking stop.